In a feat reminiscent of the plot of Brad Pitt's The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, scientists can now reverse aging. And though this groundbreaking advancement's only been observed in mice, scientists say it's now a matter of time before the same is replicated in you and me. Led by Dr. Sinclair, a professor of genetics at Harvard Medical School, a team of experts managed to reset aging cells in mice to earlier versions of themselves, enabling them to recover their eyesight. And hear this, to gain vision that even eclipsed that of their offsprings. So now imagine a world where aging's not an irreversible fate, but a malleable concept within our grasp. A world where the process of aging can be slowed, halted, or even reversed. The implications are undoubtedly profound. After all, diseases that ravage our bodies with age, such as cancer, heart disease, stroke, Alzheimer's, and type 2 diabetes, may be conquered. And isn't that good news? At the very least, our lifespans may extend, offering us more time to pursue our passions and dreams. But as ideal as that is, questions still arise and uncertainties loom. What are the consequences of altering the epigenetic hourglass? How do we navigate the ethical and societal implications of age reversal? Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to get the latest insights on cutting-edge technology. Now, let's jump right in. In recent months, talk of age reversing's caught fire, thanks to Brian Johnson, a 45-year-old tech entrepreneur from Utah on a mission to achieve just that. Apparently, this guy's tried everything under the sun to beat Father Time, but what takes the cake is taking blood from his 17-year-old son. According to a Bloomberg report, Johnson recently orchestrated a unique blood exchange involving his 17-year-old son, Talmadge, and his 7-year-old father, Richard. In April, the three of them made a trip to Resurgence Wellness, a medical spa in Arlington, Texas, with a futuristic appearance. During their visit, Talmadge Johnson underwent a procedure in which approximately 1 liter of his blood was extracted. To put it into perspective, this amount accounted for about a fifth of his blood volume. The blood was then divided into different components, and the plasma portion was reintroduced into Talmadge's father, Richard. In a display of generosity, Brian Johnson himself donated a liter of blood products to his 7-year-old father, Richard. Surprisingly, no blood was donated back to Talmadge, the 17-year-old participant. Now, this is not the first time Johnson's made the headlines with his wild anti-aging antics. In 2021, he unveiled his ambitious project called Project Blueprint, which aimed to reverse the aging process of his organs. At that time, he claimed that his biological age was 36, making him 8 years younger than his chronological age of 44. After diligently following his blueprint algorithm for 2 years, Johnson's reportedly managed to slow down the aging process equivalent to 31 years. Currently, he's aging at a slower rate than the average 10-year-old. Not only that, but his body composition, including muscle and fat, is considered ideal, and his liver fat's described as perfect. However, achieving this reversal of aging is no easy task, and it certainly doesn't come cheap. Johnson adheres to a strict daily schedule that dictates his diet. This includes eating less than 2,000 calories, a vegan diet, and 16 to 18 hours of daily fasting, along with 24 supplements in the morning. His fitness routine takes an hour per day, including 3 high-intensity interval training sessions each week. This rigorous regimen involves numerous yearly measurements, including BMI, blood glucose, physical fitness assessments, MRIs, and ultrasounds. All this comes at approximately $2 million per year for Johnson. Scientists have been studying the process of aging and debating the primary drivers behind it. While mutations in DNA were previously considered the leading cause, recent research has focused on the epigenome, which provides instructions to cells on which genes to activate or silence. David Sinclair, a prominent scientist, proposed the information theory of aging, suggesting that aging results from lost critical instructions in cells rather than DNA damage. In a recent study published in the journal Cell, Sinclair and his team were able to accelerate and reverse aging in mice. They discovered that the main drivers of aging are not DNA mutations, but rather errors in epigenetic instructions. Sinclair compares this process to corrupted software that requires a reboot. By rebooting cells and restoring the backup copy of epigenetic instructions, they were able to reverse the effects of aging in mice. This involved a gene therapy approach using 3 genes that instructed the cells to reprogram themselves, resetting the epigenetic changes. The rejuvenation achieved in the mice was significant, with the cells regaining about 57% of their youthful state. These findings support the idea that aging is driven by lost information in cells and provide insights into potential strategies for reversing aging. Now, Sinclair's not alone in the quest to reverse aging. In fact, numerous innovations have emerged that hold the potential to make this a reality. So let's quickly run through them. Stem cell technology. Researchers have successfully reprogrammed aging cells in mice using induced pluripotent stem cells. This approach, although in its early stages, showed promising results, with the reprogrammed cells leading to increased lifespan in the mice. Targeting mutant mitochondrial DNA. Scientists have explored manipulating mitochondria to repair DNA and combat aging. By focusing on the elimination of mutant mitochondrial DNA, which accumulates over time and contributes to cellular aging, researchers hope to develop strategies to delay or reverse the aging process. Activating splicing factors. A breakthrough study discovered that introducing reversalogs, similar to compounds found in red wine, can reactivate splicing factors in aging cells. This reactivation can rejuvenate cells, stimulate cell division, and potentially extend lifespan while reducing signs of aging. Rejuvenate Bio. This secretive startup's working on reversing the aging process in dogs by modifying specific genes related to age-related diseases, such as heart and kidney diseases. The company aims to provide a marketable service for reversing aging in dogs, which may pave the way for future human trials. Senolytic drugs. Combining existing medications, such as dasatinib and quercetin, has shown promise in extending lifespan and delaying age-related health issues. In mice, these drugs selectively killed senescent cells, improving mobility and a 36% longer lifespan. Translating these findings to humans could offer potential avenues for reversing aging. Synthetic peptides. Researchers have explored interventions targeting the sodium-potassium ATPase oxidant amplification loop, or NAKL, to slow down the aging process. By testing synthetic peptides, they've successfully reduced aging effects in mice and human dermal fibroblasts, potentially offering a way to slow down aging significantly. Smoothing cells. Wrinkling of cell nuclei, a phenomenon associated with aging, may contribute to various age-related health conditions. Scientists have investigated using viruses to deliver proteins that can smoothen nuclear membranes, allowing cells to function more effectively and potentially reversing the effects of aging. Young blood. Studies have demonstrated that introducing young blood into older mice can stimulate neuron and stem cell production in the brain, resulting in improved cognitive function and reversing age-related changes. Clinical trials exploring the effects of young blood plasma on elderly humans are already underway. Anti-aging pills. Scientists have explored the potential of NAD+ to reverse signs of aging in mice. By supplementing with NAD+, researchers observed a restoration of youthful cellular function and tissue rejuvenation. Human trials have shown promising results, indicating the potential for future anti-aging pills. Reverse aging with cannabis. Research suggests that cannabis, specifically THC, could play a role in reversing aging and improving cognitive ability. Studies on mice have shown that THC treatments can reverse the biological state of the brain, allowing older mice to exhibit cognitive performance similar to younger mice. Anti-aging bacteria. A bacterium called rapamycin, found on Easter Island, has shown promise in delaying aging in worms, flies, and mice. Ongoing studies involving dogs aim to assess the potential of rapamycin as an anti-aging intervention for humans, although regulatory approval and widespread availability may take time. Gene deletion. Researchers have identified and deleted specific genes that can extend the lifespan of yeast. While the process of identifying and deleting aging-related genes in humans is complex and time-consuming, these findings provide valuable insight into potential pathways for extending the human lifespan. So, a recent study provided some great arguments against anti-aging and age reversal, echoing the sentiments of many opponents of this idea. Let's go over them. 1. Inequality. This argument emphasizes the potential for a societal divide, with the rich having access to life-extending treatments while the poor suffer premature death. Number 2. Denying aging's immutability. This argument questions the ethics of attempting to defy or alter the natural process of aging, emphasizing the value of accepting life's transience. Number 3. Dominating nature, altering and commodifying ourselves. The concern here is about the ethical consequences of manipulating our biology, raising questions about the hubris of controlling fundamental aspects of human existence. Number 4. Overpopulation. This argument highlights concerns about the Earth's carrying capacity and the resources required to sustain an increasingly aging population, considering the rights of future generations to be born. Number 5. Mental health. With extended lifespans, this argument raises concerns about the potential psychological and existential consequences, such as boredom, stagnation, and a diminished sense of purpose in life. Number 6. Ageism. Addressing prejudice and discrimination against the old and the young. This argument emphasizes the need to tackle age-related biases and inequalities that may be exacerbated by lifespan extension. Now, what are your thoughts on age reversal? Should we let nature take its course, or should we continue our efforts to achieve immortality? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos on the latest cutting-edge technology. Be sure to check out this next video on the future of love in an AI-dominated world.